Hello everybody, it's Leoso again. Yes, I'm actually back. I made a second video. Anyway, so, patch notes. They're right around the corner. In fact, tomorrow. Actually, we've had the patch notes for a few days, but I thought it'd be fitting to actually go through them and kind of touch on the key points. I'll be sure to put a link down in the description so you can kind of follow along with the patch notes that are posted on the forums. Now, arguably the biggest thing coming up in the 1.5 is the squad finder. This is going to be big. This will make it so much easier to find squads. It's honestly a godsend. For those who don't know, basically the squad finder is going to allow you to see all the squads that are available to you, whether it be some public squad or a squad open to your corporation or alliance. Biggest effect of this is it's going to eliminate all of those LFS, RF4, yada yada yada, just clogging up chat. It'll be great. Chat will actually be for chat rather than just finding squads, which is awesome. And another thing is you're going to be able to tell when your friends or corp mates are in a battle and squatted up, because hopefully they'll have their squad on the squad finder, open to your corporation. But then if they're in a battle, obviously the system won't let you join the squad, and it'll tell you so that they're in a battle. It kind of gives you a lot more self-determination in that you can choose when to join the squad rather than just waiting for an invite. Next thing is that Squad Finder is going to make joining PC battles so much easier. I can't tell you how many times just watching these poor corporation leaders trying to get everybody, just herding cats, trying to get everybody in line in the right squad, who's commanding what squad, and it's just, oh, it's a mess. Hopefully the squad finder will help alleviate some of that. The last thing the squad finder can help you do is use it as a recruitment tool. So say you have a squad and it's full of your leadership, the guys in charge of recruiting, and you just let it open to the public. Anybody can join the squad. That way the recruitment guys have first-hand experience with the people that are applying to their corp. It's a fairly good idea. So the next major thing on the patch notes are the new shiny tutorials. Yeah, tutorials from CCP. I know. Pick your jaws up off the floor. Anyway, so CCP has tried once again to make a new tutorial for their game because people have been complaining about it, that the current one is really terrible, which I would agree, and that it leaves a lot to be desired, honestly. So, in a recent blog post on the PlayStation website, they kind of go into really vaguely what they intend to do with it, but essentially it breaks down to instruction-based and objective-based. Instruction-based is where you're explained every single step how to do something, and then it's pretty much just read. Nothing super interactive, but anyway. Then the objective-based one is obviously, just like it says, it's based on an objective. So do this thing, like join a battle, create a new fitting, train a skill. So, and in fact, those are the three things I want to focus on with these new tutorials. So like joining a battle, creating a new fitting, training a skill, very important basics. In the end, a lot isn't known about these tutorials. That every description was extremely vague, and you read the sentence and you still don't understand what it means. So time will tell if these things actually work, and the CCP can actually do something right for once when it comes to tutorials. The next big change with 1.5 is the bunch of warpoint changes. So let's go through the list of each of them, and after that we'll kind of talk about the different implications of them. So first of all, you're going to gain war points from scanned enemies that are killed after you scan them. So if the blip is still on the radar and you damage them, you got 10 seconds to kill them, and then if an ally kills them, you get war points. So, pack your scanners, everybody. Next thing is you'll get war points for destroying enemy equipment. So, nano hives, uplinks, that sort of thing. You destroy those, you get some war points. The next change is what I find the most interesting. It's this transportation war point gaining. Essentially, if you pick up a merc in a dropship, a tank, any sort of vehicle, and move them over 100 meters, for the next minute, 15% of the war points that merc will gain will also go to you. So, essentially, if you play taxi, you can actually earn war points, which is kind of cool, interesting. And the next thing is kind of basic, but it helps, is you're going to gain an extra 10 war points if you kill someone with a headshot. So instead of 50 war points for a kill, with a headshot kill you'll get 60. And the last thing, and this is my favorite, counter-hacking objectives will give you war points. Pause for applause. Yes. You can finally just counter-hack and not have to wait for it to actually complete and then go to the other team and then hack it again to get the war points. Just counter-hack. Yay! So now let's talk about the consequences of these war point changes. Most obvious one is, how is this going to affect orbitals, orbital bombardments? Because we have a lot of new ways to get war points. So logically, we're going to have more orbital bombardments. And this kind of raises an interesting question of, well, how's that going to affect things? I mean, it could be great if all the orbital bombardments are yours, but being stuck in a constant stream of orbital bombardments for the other team is just not sound fun. So the next thing, possible consequence is, obviously everyone's going to be packing a scanner now. I mean, I've heard it say that if you are a Logi and you have an extra equipment slot, you better bring a scanner, because it's worth its weight in gold now. And that next thing is that these dropships and LAVs playing taxi, it's actually going to be actually useful, and you'll be rewarded for it, which it just adds a whole nother dynamic of the battle. I doubt we're going to see people running at the start of a battle from objective to objective. There's going to be people playing taxi all over the place. The last two war point changes, the destroying equipment and counter-hacking gives you points, those are just, I don't know, I love them. Great quality of life change. Bring them on. So, the next big part of the patch notes are addition of new corp roles. So, if you're unfamiliar with EVE Online, which Dust, you could say, is pretty heavily based on, there are various roles within a corporation, essentially a guild, that allow you to do certain things within the corporation and prevent you from doing other things. So let's just go through the list and we'll kind of explain what each of these mean, what each of these new roles are, and kind of think about the implications a little bit after that. So the first one is the accountant. This will essentially let you look at the transaction history of your corp's wallet and also allow you to make purchases on the corp's behalf. And it allows you to transfer risk in and out of the corp wallet. Now, for all you spies and infiltrators out there, this is going to be the role you need in order to pretty much gut a corporation and take all their money. So, yeah, good luck to you on that. The next role is the personnel director. This is essentially your recruitment officer. This is the person that approves applications to the corp and is able to kick people, and they kind of just manage the corporation from a personnel standpoint, as the name would imply. This is a great thing for especially very large corporations, where beforehand you had to be given a director in order to approve applications, and that also gives you all kinds of access, like stealing everything from the wallet and leaving, that sort of thing. Now you can just give people the ability to approve applications and not give them access to the wallet, which is good. The next one is the Terrestrial Combat Officer. This is the person in charge of organizing the troops in PC battles. So basically, from now on, in order to join a PC battle, you have to be in the squad of either the CEO, a director, or one of the Terrestrial Combat Officers. Otherwise, you can't join a PC battle, even if it's in your corporation. Now, obviously, everything will stay the same in terms of people outside the corporation can join the PC battles if they have one of these Terrestrial Combat Officers in their squad, but essentially every Tom, Dick, and Harry within the Corp can't join a PC battle at will. Gives it a bit more organization. And the last role they're introducing is the Terrestrial Logistics Officer. This one's a little interesting. It allows you to change the actual infrastructure on your districts, whether it be the biolab or the storage or that sort of thing. And it'll also allow you to move clones about, to sell them, also to initiate an attack. So this one kind of has a weird, it's kind of straddling the line between just administrative and more a military sort of approach. So now let's talk implications for all these corp roles. First of all, AWOXing, infiltrating a corp and then killing your teammates in a PC battle, that sort of thing. Or, like I said before, infiltrating a corp and gutting it from the inside, stealing all the money. That's going to require a lot more effort. In some ways. In one way, it's easier because you no longer need a director role. But now people can kind of divvy up what they want their members to do. So you are the personnel officer, you're the terrestrial combat guy, you're the accountant, and they don't overlap. So, in conclusion, 1.5 patch notes seem like a pretty good deal. A lot of quality of life changes, not a whole lot of content, new weapons, suits, that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to it. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe, share, like, all those great things that promote videos and share all the great goodness of this channel. So anyway, I'll see you later, guys. I'll see you in dust.